first of all, were you anticipating at all the reception that Narcos has gotten? I mean, you guys were nominated for BAFTA, for Golden Globe for Best Drama, for Satellite for Best Drama. Was that something in your guys' mind at all when you were doing the first two episodes even?
No, I mean, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking on trying to get the best possible story I could and do the best use of the resources that I had as a director. So I had an incredible crew, amazing actors and great locations, but it was very, very difficult because it's difficult to shoot on location on 3 different cities and flying back and forth. So, it's once you're doing it, you're not thinking about whether you're going to be nominated for this or for that. You're just focusing on trying to do your best and help the actors deliver the best performance possible and try to get a good, design for cinematography and all that, which is my job as a director, and that's what I try to do. Of course, I'm very happy with the fact that the show got this kind of success, and it makes me proud of all the crew and all the effort that people put on it, both here in America and in Colombia too.
Now, when you directed the first 2 episodes, having a narrator as part, does that play into the way that the flow works in the show?
It does, because when you shoot with a narrator in it, you have to account for the time the narration counts, and you have to generate shots that you're going to lay the narration on top of. So you need to have a knack for that, and I come from the documentary world. Yeah. I've done many docs, more docs than fictional movies, and in documentary narration is standard, and you do interviews and then you use the interview off camera to illustrate what's going on. Also, I am a fan of Scorsese, and I love Goodfellas, which is a classic narrated movie. Right. So having had this experience and done Elite Squad in Brazil with Wagner was the narrator then twice. I kind of got the hang of how to shoot for narration. Yeah.
Now, as you mentioned, I mean, you're a pretty celebrated documentarian. You've won several awards and nominated for several. And the style that this seems to be shot in, it's almost like, because it's based off of a real person, and you're following everything that happens. It's like a movie, but part documentary.
Well, you're right.
Television show. I mean, it's so fascinating the way. Was that always the concept?
Not only that, yes. I always, from the get-go, in the writers' room, before we even shot anything, before we even set foot in Colombia, I had an editing room logging stock footage because I wanted to cut to stock footage and show the real footage, the real images of the real Pablo, and then cut from that to Wagner performing. And that kind of set up a vibe that was a documentary vibe. And also we were in Colombia in the real locations, shooting handheld. So you're right. I mean, I tried to make a documentary styled TV series, and I'm glad it worked.
Well, it sure did. You guys are here at an Emmy event for the show, so congratulations on the success.